Hey everyone, welcome to Wednesday Up Late, a rebranded version of Up Late with Glenn and Chloe. I'm Glenn.
I'm Chloe.
And this is the first time we've presented as a podcast. For the past 2 years, Up Late has been presented as sort of bonus content for the Good Movie Monday podcast. But here we are for a new year, and we sort of wanted to up the ante and maybe give you all something a little bit more substantial. But, you know, when I say up the ante, I pretty much just mean new intro music. That's about it.
New is new, Glenn.
But we do have a bit of a rejigged format for everybody. But otherwise, same show presented by the same idiots. If you are a newcomer, welcome, and prepare yourself for dickheadedness. And
Yep.
everything here is movie related. We call it nerdy cinematic ramblings. So we class it up a little bit, I suppose. Where can you find us online?
As classy as you can make us, you know?
That's it. Our website is goodmoviemonday.com, and if you click the Up Late tab, you can find us. Soon we're going to be across all of the podcast platforms as well, because this is our first podcast episode. It might take a week or two for those platforms to grab hold of us and actually put us up there. But as always, we are still a video show, so if you prefer to watch us on Facebook or YouTube, we are still there. But hey, it takes two people to host this show. Chloe, how are you?
Hi, buddy. I've missed you.
Oh, right back at you.
I mean, we've seen each other, but you know.
Yeah. Well, look, let's just pretend, eh?
Okay, yeah.
I am so thrilled to be back on the mic. It's been a long break. It's been nearly 3 months. How have you been? How was your break?
Been great. It's been a long Christmas. I feel like I'm still recovering. But yeah, good. Back to school, back to work. It's been awesome. How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty good, relaxing. But you know what? As soon as we go on break, and I'm relieved to be on break because there's no more sort of the commitments and schedules and things like that. But I want to get straight back into it the second that I stop.
Nerd, you're such a nerd. Oh my god.
Yeah, but you know what? This is my wife pointed this out to me. This is episode 69, and we did discuss this on the final episode of last year. And she wants to know how we are going to present episode 69, and I haven't put any thought into it.
It's just going to be me just sitting here going, wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow, with my phallic-shaped microphone.
Yeah. That's true. We needed to, like I said last year, present the screen somehow so that one of us is upside down.
69 style.
Yes. But, hey, some news that happened over the break, which I know about, that the audience doesn't know about. We have been talking about this for a little while, but you finally caught up with Top Gun 2.
I did. And, you know, if you've stuck around with us for a little while, you know that Tom Cruise is not my favorite person, but fuck, mad respect for this movie. Honestly, it kind of, I wasn't going in expecting to like it all that much. And it was one of those movies where I didn't touch my phone, not once.
Yeah,
Not
amazing.
once did I even go to look at my phone for anything. I could not take my eyes away from it. It lived up to your hype, I have to say.
Oh, good. You know, today I sent you a TikTok video of Tom Cruise doing Lion King. Did you have a chance to watch that?
No,
Oh
I
my
must have
goodness.
missed that.
Yeah. Go back and catch up on it when we finish here, because him and James Corden did a surprise cameo on the Lion King stage on Broadway. And he came out as Pumbaa, and Tom Cruise as Pumbaa, and he was fantastic. He was.
I have
good.
no doubt. I've no doubt.
And like, as if like this, to me, if this guy can't get any cooler, he just fucking comes out as Pumbaa and
you
nails
can
it.
pull Pumbaa, yeah.
Oh, well,
See, now I understand why your whole Tom Cruise going into space to film a movie type thing is so mind-boggling. So after watching Top Gun, even I was sat there next to my husband going, do you know he's going into space to film a movie? Like, oh my God.
And there's only one actor in the world that could pull it off. Him.
Nick Cage might be able to give it a go, but yeah, Tom Cruise would probably pull it off a little bit better.
Nick Cage does not have the mauler.
That's true. Another thing that we should discuss that I watched over the break as well is another little movie that I was very intent on not watching and then got the balls to watch. Would you like to tell the audience what I finally went in on, or?
Well, I mean, you can reveal it. I mean, I know what it is. It's it's fantastic. It's one of the best
It,
films of last year.
it is fantastic. I did bite the bullet and put on my big girl panties and I watched Barbarian. I
Now,
did it, you
when you
guys.
say you put on your big girl panties, that is not to say you weren't texting me every 5 minutes as a distraction.
I had to. In commentary, if we go back and read those text messages, I swear to God, it would sound like I'm a crazy person. But you're so right. It takes you on so many left turns. Like you just can't keep in a perfect circle. And it blew my little mind. It did not end up anywhere where I thought it was going to end up.
Yeah.
And speaking of my big girl panties, I'm pretty sure I wet them a few times. So, you know.
Well, I got to admit, like, I really got a kick out of reliving that vicariously through you. Like, as you weren't narrating it, but as you were sort of giving me a bit of a commentary along the way, I'm like, yeah, you're having the same emotional reactions I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
great.
makes me feel a little bit better. And it makes me feel a little bit more confident that I can sort of get a little bit more into these movies.
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason I did watch this movie was because of my boyfriend, little old JLo. He was the sort of driving force behind me watching that initially. But I'm super glad that I ended up watching that. So I think I'm slightly more open to watching.
Well, yeah, I think you're ready.
Movies.
You're ready for Black Phone, I think.
Yeah, I've been thinking that over the past week that I might bite the bullet and
Yeah,
watch that one this week too. So, yeah.
Well, hey, should we kick into things? For anyone that is new listening to this show, we pretty much just play stupid games for half an hour. So,
yeah,
what do you reckon? We
end
just
up
jump
looking
into
like a bunch of idiots.
Well, hey, we've got some new games this year as well. It's not like we're going to be rehashing just the same old ones from last year. We're going to try. Look, they might only last for one episode. Who knows if they will work or not? I've got one I'm particularly looking forward to that I think might fucking tank, but we'll give it a shot anyway.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Just going to put it out there for people listening also. We do take recommendations. If you have any games you'd like to see us play, suggestions, you can make some up for us. We will happily give them a run. And if you want us to credit you, we will do so.
Absolutely. We're going to make you take the credit if it's a piece of shit. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. And we will tell all of TikTok to find it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first game we're going to play is, I haven't got a name for it, but it's guess the year of release. So we're each going to name 3 movies at a time, and the other person has to guess what year they were all released.
I feel like I purposely tried to pick movies that you might struggle with this week. A little bit of out of the box movies.
I like this.
Yeah, so I don't know how successful this is going to be, but we'll see.
We'll find out. Who wants to go first on this one?
I'm going to go first, I think.
All right. You can fire away at will.
'Tis I fire away. All right. I'm going to start you off real easy, though. So the original start of the fatigue of Marvel, Iron Man, what year did it come out?
Was that 2005?
Oh, look, you're not far off. Do you want another guess?
2006.
Close, but no cigar. It was 2008. You were really close.
Oof.
You were really close.
But you didn't name 3 movies for me.
Oh, was I meant to name 3? I thought we were just doing one at a time.
Someone's missed the brief. That's okay. You can do yours your way, and I'll do them my way.
Whatever. Fun fact, I was still in high school when Iron Man came out.
Fun fact, I was a grown-ass adult that probably drove myself to the cinemas to see Iron Man.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Thanks for that. I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. Guess the name. I guess the year of release for The Big Lebowski, Night at the Roxbury, and The Truman Show.
Oh, so all of these came out in the same year.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the way that you're going with this game. We've got this all wrong.
And for some context there, we did have 2 production meetings to discuss this.
We did. We really did. The rest of this episode is just going to go by real well. Okay, so The Big Lebowski, Night at the Roxbury, and what was the last one?
And The Truman Show.
And The Truman Show. I'm going to say 1997.
Very close. You get one more guess.
1998.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, how good's that?
You win this round. All right. You go next with your next one.
All right. So I guess I'm just doing one at a time.
That's fine.
All right. Full Metal Jacket.
85.
Really close.
87.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Perfect. 1987.
You know, when I said 1985, when I said 85, as the 5 was coming out of my mouth, I thought
You
7.
wanted to say 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was like saying 7 because you said 80. I'm like, yes, do it. God,
All
I
right.
loved that movie back in when I studied that in high school actually, and I think I was one of the only people who like went to the movie, what, oh my God, video store and rented it and watched it a couple more times because I was just that obsessed with it.
It's a devastating movie. I do love it. And you know what? A frustrating thing that happens quite a lot. I last year had the chance to interview Matthew Modine for something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, quite often when you interview people, it's for a specific film, right? So you can't stray too far. All I wanted to ask him were questions about Full Metal Jacket, right? And I couldn't go there. I could not go there. And so yeah, that was such a missed opportunity. Like, what a great interview I could have had just to discuss
to delve into
Kubrick
that.
yeah.
God, that would have been so good.
That's a good one. Alrighty, so my next one would be Stripes, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and History of the World Part 1.
Well, this is 80s. Stripes. 81.
Yes, wow. You're nailing it.
Yeah. I mean, I watched Stripes not that long ago, and I know that India was early 80s, not late 80s. So, yeah.
Well, and this year we have a new Indiana Jones movie coming, and we have History of the World Part 2 dropping onto one of the streaming platforms. So we need a Stripe sequel next.
How good would that be? Oh my God, I'd be there.
It's a movie that would not float today.
Not even in the slightest. And I think if people remember back to the episode where I talked about my son catching glimpses of that movie, they'd understand why.
Awesome.
All I'm going to say is one word, and that's bush. Big old bush.
As they say in Revenge of the Nerds, we've got bush.
All right. I'm going to throw a curveball at you and see if you know this one. Brigadoon.
Brigadoon. That's a war movie, isn't it?
It's a Gene Kelly movie. I don't know if it's.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there. Gene Kelly, 1955.
So close.
56. Wrong direction.
Yeah.
54.
54. I wanted to get a Gene Kelly one in there, and Brigadoon is a fun word to say, so that's why.
Yeah, I adore Gene Kelly. That's one of his I haven't seen, so that's one I'm going to have to go back and watch.
One of my curveballs I'd throw at you to see if you knew that one.
All right, I've only got one more. How many more do you have there?
2, but I'm only going to do one more, I reckon.
All right, sweet. Save the other one for next time, and you can add 2 more to the.
And I'll do it properly next time. I'll play the game.
Okay,
properly.
this might be my favorite one of all. So we've got The Abyss, Batman, and Roadhouse.
Oh. Wait, who's Batman in this Batman?
This is the first. No. This is the first Tim Burton Batman with Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, okay. So, Roadhouse, Batman, and what was the first one?
The Abyss. James Cameron's The Abyss.
Oh. I want to say, I'm thinking of Patrick Swayze's hair. And I'm trying to place him
and his jeans
in the year. Yes, exactly. I'm trying to place him by the Roadhouse cover.
He has a great ass in that movie.
He is just a great ass of all time. Like he's just there's no comparison.
I've been told I have a Patrick Swayze ass.
Really?
No, I haven't. I think I might.
Like, okay. I'm going to say 83.
89.
Really?
Yeah, you were way off.
Way off. I figured The Abyss was earlier than that.
No. I mean, think about it. So The Abyss was the movie that introduced that CGI liquid element that he brought into T2. So
The Abyss is the one that I've seen, the one where they put on the helmets with placenta juice, yes?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I figured it was just earlier than that.
No,
But
that's
there
all
you
right.
go.
Well, that is getting I believe, a 4K release this year. So that movie has never made it onto Blu-ray. It's only ever had a DVD release. So Jim Cameron has promised that it will have a 4K release this year, along with True Lies. They're both getting that treatment. So it's a good year
Yes,
for
they
some
are.
4K releases. So, well,
How
there we go.
good's
There's
that?
our first game of the show. And
Oh
I,
wow!
I
And I didn't even do it properly.
no, well, look, that's a new game. I think that went pretty well.
Well, I
But
like that you had some Swayze in there because my last one that I didn't do was a Swayze one as well. But I'm going to save that for
all
next
right,
year. I'm
all
going to save
right.
that one for next
Now,
time.
before we move on to the next game, I just wanted to ask how you're feeling about the fact that there is more Lord of the Rings movies coming from Warner Brothers.
I didn't know if that was true, if that was a rumor.
No, it's true.
It makes me want to cry.
It's
It
been
depends if
announced.
they're going to be like the original Lord of the Rings or more like the Hobbit, and I would prefer them to be more like the original Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
my hunch would suggest more like the Hobbit, just because of the advancement of digital technology,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like less practical. However, and it does not involve Peter Jackson. However, he did come out last week and say that Warner Brothers have been in touch with him every step of the way so far.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're going to involve him or whether they just sort of want his opinion on what they should do here and there, but he has had a voice in it some way. And I think New Line are behind it as well, who produced the first three. So I just wanted to get your feelers on that. If you're excited, if you're not, I don't like it because there's no source material to go off now. Like
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, I'd be interesting to see what story they go with.
Yeah,
I think whatever story they go with, I'm going to love it no matter
yeah.
what. I think I'm just a little bit biased in that. But if they took it back to the practical roots that Peter Jackson
Hmm.
instilled, they took it back to Weta, they took it back to New Zealand, and they did it that way, I think they would just make the fan base so happy.
So that's an interesting one because you've got the fan base is sort of divided because you've got purists that are Tolkien fans and they would not be on board for new stories being set in his world. Like
Mm,
Tolkien only created so much material and that's all been pillaged.
mm.
So I don't know. I think maybe movie fans, yes, but actual Tolkien Lord of the Rings fans, maybe not. So
Yeah, I guess it's always going to be a bit of a touchy subject, but yeah, who knows? Who
who
knows? It'll be
knows?
interesting to see the progression of that.
And I did also read just quickly before we move on that Bad Boys 4 is coming. Is it time to bring Will Smith back? That's the question.
Oh, I don't know.
It's been
I'm st
almost a year to the week that the slap happened.
Wow, really? Already?
Yeah. Well, the Oscars are what, next week? A week after? Yeah.
So,
The week after.
fun fact, I recently went out to the club and it was a no scrubs night, which is 90s and 2000s music, and they had little free little badges that they were giving out. And a lot of them were Will Smith badges from when he was the Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff, all that kind of stuff. Not a lot of people were choosing the Will Smith. Someone did, and everyone was like, controversial. So, I mean, even in the younger crowd, I'm not
No,
saying I'm
I
young, I was very old that night. They are still conscientious of it.
I
So,
have to admire whoever that person was, right? Because I mean, I don't like Will Smith. I think what he did was atrocious, right? But where do we draw a line in how hard we punish someone? Like he fucked up monumentally. I think in his personal life, he's made every effort he can to kind of rectify that because we all fuck up in life one way or another. He just happened to do
mhm,
it on a global platform, on a global
very
stage,
publicly. Uh-huh.
right? But he also had some major mental trauma going on at that moment, right? So
Hmm.
it was a real, I don't know. It's you condemn it for sure. I think the Academy didn't act appropriately. They let him get away with it on the night. But how long do we have to go before this guy can have a career again? Like, does he just not have a career for the rest of his life? I mean, I know he's well
No,
off, but is it too soon? That's the question.
I don't think it's inappropriate for him to have his career back, but I think that's always just going to be hanging over his head, whether he wants it or not. He's going to
Well,
have to live with the
yeah,
fact that he made that decision
and
and he did that. And people view him
yeah,
in a different light. He has to take responsibility for the fact that he is on this global platform
yeah.
and that everyone's going to witness it and have opinions. It's
And you know
just,
what? I mean, I didn't think I'd ever be defending Will Smith, but I think he has done that. I think he's done a fairly good effort at that. However, it's up to the public now. I think he'll have more chance of coming back well if he just makes some movies, keeps his head down, and delivers the goods. I think he needs to stay away from press junkets, not answer questions from the media, just deliver some
yeah.
good movies. and then let the work speak for itself. Anyway.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right.
I completely agree with you. Just what do they call burrow in, deny, 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 just nixing it.
I mean, once upon a time, actors fucked up all the time. We just didn't have social media to fucking lynch them all, right? And they all bounce back. They're all resilient, and he will eventually, but it's a different world. But hey, we're up to the point in the show that I'm most looking forward to, that I think is going
No.
to crash and burn. So we're going to do a little round of celebrity chit chat.
Oh God.
Now, the premise behind this one is we both allocate each other a particular actor to imitate and hold a sort of 15 to 20-second conversation based on topics that we've both written down.
Can I ask a question and clarify something before we do this?
Yes.
What if I've chosen a character
that's fine,
played by an actor?
That's fine.
That's fine? Okay.
And now, obviously, the idea behind this, it's very TikTok friendly. And by no means are we going to be good at these people, impersonating these people. And that's kind of the whole point of it. But as far as the topics go, only one of us really gets to choose the topic. So do you want to do the topic, or do you want me to do the topic?
Do you have yours in a jar, like ready to pick out? Okay, because I haven't torn mine up. I was just going to kind of like, you go this week and I'll go next week.
All right, let's try and remember that that's how we're doing it. That next week it's your turn. So I've picked one out. I'll hold it up to the camera. The back.
So this is the topic that the people we're imitating is going to have to talk about. And how long are we talking for? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
15 to 20 seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Now, do you want me to reveal the topic before we know the names of the actors, or do you want to? Because I'll give us both like a few seconds to warm up.
Yeah, let's reveal who we've chosen for each other first.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
You want to go? You tell me who I'm supposed to be.
Okay. I, for this week, have chosen you, someone who I love doing little bits of every now and then, and I feel like you would be really good at doing this. And I'm really interested to see. I have chosen Wayne from Wayne's World, Mike Myers, for you for this week.
Yes. Okay. And I have chosen, you can take your pick, either Hermione from Harry Potter. Yeah. Or you can just do Emma, whichever you prefer.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about pickles. We're talking about pickles, dude.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Lay it on me.
Wayne.
Hermione.
It is pickles.
Oh, what a time for your microphone to drop out. You've unplugged it intentionally. You've completely dropped out. I'm dropping character. No one can hear you right now. This is completely intentional. I do not think this is an accident. Everyone, let it be known. No.
Oh, fucking hell.
Here we go. No. Got you now.
Oh, golly gee whiz. Wayne.
Pickle like a pickle. Gee, I want to tickle. I don't know. That's it. That's the game. That's 10 seconds, 20.
Walking to my charms class, I like to munch on a little pickle.
Is it Harry's pickle?
This is terrible.
No, I'm doing more of a Bill and Ted.
Yeah, you're doing the oh no.
Monkey's my flat on my butt. No, I can't do Wayne. I think we've established I can't do Wayne.
We can't do Wayne, and I can't do Hermione.
No, you were better at Hermione.
I'm just as annoying as she is.
That is a terrifying game.
That was horrid. I didn't enjoy that whatsoever.
But I think we need to push forward with it and persevere for another week or two.
Our listeners are not going to like that.
Well, let us know, okay? And also, this is a good opportunity for us to let people know we have a private group on Facebook as well. If you go to the Good Movie Monday page, or just type in Wednesday Up Late there's a private group we'll let you into, and we can have a discussion. You can suggest stuff for us
You
there.
can roast us about how terrible we are at picking games.
Fuck. I mean, I sabotaged myself. I knew I was not going to be good at that.
I mean, I think it just caught me off guard. I don't do well improvising. I'm a terrible improviser. Like,
Well,
you give me 20 minutes, I'll be fine.
That's so funny because normally I can pull them out pretty spontaneously, but because I had prepped the segment,
Uh-huh.
that fucked me.
You're usually very good at your impressions. I have to
Ooh.
admit, I wasn't I was
My
expecting you to be a lot better than me.
my Wayne turned out to be a Bill or a Ted. Jesus.
It did. Look, within the realm at least.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Jesus. So another piece of news I wanted to pick your brain about. Did you read that Amazon are planning on doing an MCU style of universe with Tomb Raider? There's going to be a Tomb Raider verse.
Verse within the Marvel universe or
No,
in
no,
its
no.
own universe adjacent to the Marvel? I don't fucking know with these joints anymore. I'm getting tired.
I said MCU, I meant an MCU style of universe, like a universe for Tomb Raider to expand upon and have all these sort of spin-offs and sidequels and prequels and fucking dequels. I don't know.
Oh, I liked Tomb Raider.
Which one?
I don't know, the one that Angelina Jolie was in.
Okay, so not the new one.
There's a new one?
Yes.
That's a genuine question.
Yes, like 2 years ago, maybe 3, but yeah. And it
maybe I did know that.
It took a whole different tone to the Angelina Jolie ones. The Angelina Jolie one was good. I like that one.
The Angelina Jolie one was fun. It was a good old action movie.
Yeah, the sequel was shit, but the first one was good.
Before I disliked her.
Moving on. How about a game of quickfire? These are all games we haven't really done before. So this is a baptism by fire, trial and error.
Teething period. Yeah.
Quickfire. This is a game where we're going to name actors or directors or any kind of celebrity, and we've got to respond as quickly as possible with their 3 best films, songs, whatever.
Yep.
All right.
Songs. Oh, okay. Yep.
I don't know. That's if you might say Celine Dion. She might have 3 movie songs and
okay.
Got to be quick off the mark.
Okay. All right.
So do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
As in you're going to ask me or I'm going to ask you?
Oh, as in you ask me.
What was that you said about teasing?
Oh, man.
All right. So I got 3 particular people here. No, 4, but how many have you got?
4.
All right. So let's start with, ready? Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh. Weird Science.
Ooh.
Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if I know a third separate movie with Robert Downey Jr. in it. What's that other one? And then Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf was in it later on. Wall Street? Was he that? No, that was the other one.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, that's it. No, I can only name the 2.
Okay. I mean, hot topic right now is Tropic Thunder.
No, Red Dawn? Was he in Red Dawn?
I don't think so. That was Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, let's go with Tropic Thunder.
All right, fire at me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Steven Spielberg.
Oh, that's easy. That would be Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Temple of Doom for me.
That's a good top 3. That is a really good top 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool, good one. You're playing to my strength, though.
Well, I mean, I was trying to throw you off with that because there's so many to choose from. So I was like, how's he going to pick?
I know. I mean, people would say, Jurassic Park or Schindler's List and things like that. But for me, it's just a personal, like, it's what I love, what I return to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jaws and probably Close Encounters are examples of just perfect films. I don't think they should be changed at all.
Yep, agree.
Alrighty. How about Adam Sandler?
Oh, definitely not Hubie Halloween. All right, so we're gonna go Billy Madison. We're gonna go 50 First Dates, and we're gonna go Oh,
I need a buzz out.
ah, um, why isn't it coming to my brain?
People are cursing you.
It's gone dumb for a minute. What's the other one?
There's heaps.
Big Daddy. Ugh.
You left Happy Gilmore out? What?
No, I do like Happy Gilmore, but 50 First Dates with Sean Astin and Drew Barrymore, I can't look past it. I'm sorry. It's
No,
just
that's fair enough.
fucking hilarious film.
You've
It
got
is so funny.
you've got plenty of comments on the show to back you up with that. You do love it.
I do. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant.
There we go.
Why couldn't you give me Drew Barrymore?
I know. Maybe I will next week, but yeah. All right. How about oh, your turn. Your turn.
Okay. Do it.
Your microphone dropped out again.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay, now I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. Kristen Stewart.
Ooh, okay. Don't like her, but I would say Into the Wild. I would
Oh.
say Catch That Kid and maybe Panic Room.
Oh, I love Panic Room.
Yeah.
Love that movie. But also Into the Wild. What a depressing fucking
I love Into the
movie.
Wild. That's another one that I think is near perfect. I
It is.
I love wilderness and survivalist films, so it plays right into my taste.
I wanted to crawl up in a ball and cry and sleep for a week after watching that movie. I was so depressed.
Yeah,
So depressed.
yeah, I mean, what not to do? It's a what not to do
Anyway,
guide.
anyway, had to get that out there.
All right, how about Sandra Bullock?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Miss Congeniality,
Mhm.
The Proposal.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And oh, what's that new one that she just cut out?
Mm-hmm.
Not the one with Daniel Radcliffe, the one where she plays the ex-con.
Yep, I know the one you mean.
I
It's
can't
on
remember what it's
Netflix,
called.
whatever. It's
That's
not
an
like
amazing movie.
it's not.
She's just
Is it something
amazing.
unlike unbearable something?
Yeah, it'll come to me, but
That's all right.
guys, put it in
If
the
we don't,
comments or something. Tell
no,
us
no, no.
because
If we, they're unforgivable. The unforgivable.
just phenomenal in that
Yeah.
movie. I loved
I'm,
her so
I'm
much.
glad
So
I was able to locate that title. Otherwise, I would have had to go searching and put it on the screen. That's more time, more edit. Save myself the
I
work
do
because
like to make more work for you, Glenn. So it's part of my charm.
on the video that we released on socials last week for our response to Cocaine Bear, Ben thought he'd have a great time just saying, "Oh, you'll put that on screen now, won't you?" I'm like, oh, "You son of a bitch!"
That's where
Fucking
you
hell.
say, no, fuck you.
Yeah, that's when I need to start considering live videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Okie
All
doke.
right,
So
my
next
turn.
one. Yep.
All right, next one. John Travolta.
Oh my goodness, this is a hard one. I'd say Blowout, Pulp
Okay.
Fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and Saturday Night Fever.
That is a good one. No face off?
Yeah. No, it's a good movie, but like when I think Travolta, other than Pulp Fiction, I instinctively go back to those really gritty 70s movies that he made.
I
Blowout
can't believe
is
you haven't said Grease.
amazing. Oh, Grease is good. Great even. But no, if you've seen Blowout, that's just one of the amazing thrillers, out there. And anyway, they're my three.
I don't think
Don't
I have
judge me.
seen that. I'm not judging. No judgment here.
And we're up to the last one.
I think so, yeah.
Tim Burton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is an easy one.
All right. If I'm thinking Tim Burton for me personally, I don't know if I can think of three. I definitely like Sweeney Todd. That is one that I really do enjoy.
That's good.
Um, I'm sure there's more.
Heaps. Maybe Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe Big Fish.
No.
Maybe Beetlejuice. Maybe Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Beetlejuice, we'll throw in Beetlejuice. I don't know if I can pick three. I'm not a huge Burton fan. Like, his stuff is good. Like, it's definitely good, but I don't rate them enough to have a top three.
Ed Wood with Johnny Depp. That's amazing.
Not seen it.
Okay.
No.
Well, what a way to fizzle. You know, what a fizzle.
Well,
to the
I've
show,
still got
like,
one for you. You can
all right.
blow it out of the water with Gwyneth Paltrow.
You're gonna blow it at you. Okay, go on. Throw it at me.
With Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow. You know I hate her too.
No, I was going to throw Helen Hunt in there too, but I thought
Okay. 7.
Yes, thank you. 7. I was going to end this Zoom call right now.
As much as it pains me performance-wise, I'd say Sliding Doors.
Okay.
And I hate her so much. I don't like her at all. No, I hate that movie so much.
Stop it.
Most overrated, undeserved Oscar win of all time.
Stop it.
That's the truth. I speak the truth.
I don't feel like it should have won the Oscar, but stop it. It's a great movie.
But other Gwyneth Paltrow movies, I just dislike her so much. I can't think of any others. What are some others? Throw them at me.
Just say Iron Man.
Hang on, I'll just quickly Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't know. There she goes. All right. So look, some movies. The first ones will come up, and I'll just tell you if I like them or not. Oh, easy. Shallow Hell.
Oh, really?
That's a
controversial.
Yeah. See, this goes against the rules of the game because it's supposed to be the first 3 that you can think of, right? I actually have a list in front of me now, but Shallow Hell's one that Ben and I quote quite a lot on A Good Movie Monday, so that's probably in there. But The Royal Tenenbaums. What a magnificent, magnificent film that is. So had I had time to sort of really give
Do
it...
you like her in that movie?
Not particularly. It's such a huge ensemble cast. You got Gene Hackman, Ben Stiller, Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson. There's just, Angelica Houston, Gene Hackman. It's such a huge cast that she's kind of insignificant, but it's an amazing film. It's a Wes Anderson movie. It's just the best. I did like her in Contagion.
Okay.
Steven Soderbergh film. But once again, these just didn't come off the top of my head, so it kind of defies the rules of the game.
But that's okay. We made the game, so we can make the rules of the game.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, can you hear that?
There's that little grey area for you.
Can you hear that music? That signals the end of the show. This is where I'm supposed to wrap it up. We actually have an outro too now.
How exciting! This is me bopping away.
It feels so good to be back. How do you think this new rejig format went?
Oh, look, I love us as a team. We're gonna move past the impressions, and we're gonna move past that experience, and we're gonna grow from it. That's what I believe. Other than that, it's been so nice to see you.
Oh, you as well. But we are going to tempt fate again next week with the impressions. Like, we're not just putting that to bed yet. Come on. We need some feedback on this one. And I like people.
I know
to see us
people
humiliate each other.
I know people who watch this, and I know what they're going to say, and I'm just going to cop so much shit for that, honestly.
Not on this one, you won't, because I was abysmal.
We can be abysmal together.
And you know what? This is our first episode as a podcast, and I think for people listening to us as a podcast, we sound really good looking.
Yes, we do sound really good looking. Don't go to YouTube if you're listening to this as a podcast. Just don't do it
Well, you know what? Thank you to everybody that has been listening and or watching. And a reminder to you to all go to goodmoviemonday.com and click that Up Late tab. Find us on Facebook as well. We have that new Wednesday Up Late group. We'd love you to become members of that. Start engaging with us. We will engage back. So like, follow, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Find us on TikTok too, because a lot of this will end up on TikTok, and that's a lot of fun. That's sort of your main stage,
that's where I
really.
Shine. That's really where I shine.
That's right.
Just I'm made to be a dickhead online. That's just all it is. That's all there is to it.
Well, we'll see how much of a dickhead both of us are on TikTok this week. But until next week, Chloe, it's been fun, and thanks everyone for watching.
Yes, thank you everyone. It's good to see you too. Bye.